are many misconceptions about what advanced driving is, and it might be easier to start with what it isn't. For us, it's not about police cars going down the high street at high speed. It's not about breaking the lap record at Brands Hatch. And it's not about spending hours on the skid pan. Having said what advanced driving isn't, let's think about what advanced driving is. Advanced driving is really just safe, sensible driving, controlling and minimizing the risks, trying always to be in the right place on the road at the right time, travelling at the right speed with the right gear engaged, and always able to stop safely in the distance you can see to be clear. And having mentioned the skid pan earlier, if you get the opportunity to go on a skid pan and develop your skid control skills, then take that opportunity and you'll probably have a lot of fun as well. The long and the short of it is that as an advanced driver, you'll be making a contribution to road safety. At the same time, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that you're doing something quite difficult really well. You'll practice your advanced driving skills on the road, and the theory side that you'll need to know is all contained in this book. Master all the skills of advanced driving, you'll be a better driver and everyone will benefit. The key to advanced driving is the driving plan. And we can sum up what this is by asking three simple questions. What can be seen? What cannot be seen? What may reasonably be expected to happen? I'll give you an example of a driving plan in a minute, but first let's examine the three key skills that form an effective driving plan. Concentration, observation, and anticipation. Let's start with concentration. How many of us have driven in this frame of mind?
9:30 already and I'm still not there. Wall-to-wall meetings today. Oh no, it's Thursday. That means it'll be Jenkinson's sales conference and he'll be in a foul mood, he always is. Oh, and we've got the Hendersons coming for dinner tonight. Sally said I've got to be home at 8:30. I can't stand that Mrs. Henderson. She's a total pain. I don't know how I'm going to get through today. What's the first thing I've got to do? I better phone... Oh no!
I expect you get the point. You wouldn't expect an airline pilot to give less than 100% concentration when flying a plane. Well, for an advanced driver, exactly the same is true. So concentration means just that, concentrating on the driving to the complete exclusion of everything else that may be going on around you. The second key skill is observation. 90% of the information that reaches a driver's brain does so through the eyes. Now, the eye is a remarkable organ. It's not like the lens of the camera that's filming me now. Every part of this picture is in focus because that's how the lens of the camera works. The eye doesn't work in the same way. Its link with the brain means that whilst we see the wider picture, we tend to concentrate or focus on a small bit at a time. In fact, the human eye sees this scene not so much like this as like this. Now, if we just leave our vision there, we're not taking in the whole picture. One of the keys to effective, accurate observation is to search the whole picture, seeing and seeking out the information by scanning and moving the eyes around it and not forgetting what's happening behind you. So you can conclude that there simply isn't time for your mind to wander off the driving task, especially if you're going to use the third key skill in advanced driving, anticipation. Take a look at these driving scenes. What hazards can you see? What are the potential risks? And what plans should the driver be making to minimize those risks? So how did you get on? Let's run that again. These are some of the things that I noticed. Here we're looking at the lorry parked on the left, looking for pedestrians, not forgetting the motorcyclists on the right-hand side there, and there's a pedestrian on the left. Now easing through and scanning forward. Parked vehicle on the left and the bus is stationary. Now the bus is indicating, just holding back slightly, letting the bus move away, letting a gap develop between me and the car in front, checking the mirrors, watching for the motorcyclist that's coming down on the offside. There he is, he's clear, letting the bus draw away slightly, holding back, letting the safety gap develop nicely, and as the bus repositions into the left, scanning forward, picking up the moving traffic ahead. Checking for pedestrians, the bus on the left, a taxi towards us, that's fine, but there's a vehicle manoeuvring, checking the mirrors, just slowing down. Yes, he's nice and safe. Scanning forward, checking the crossing. Checking the mirrors, there's a vehicle indicating come out from the left and he's moving out, and just beyond him there's another one that's signalling, just holding back slightly. Yeah, he's stationary there. The other one's pulled into the left. Is he going to open the car door on me? Just checking there, giving him a wide berth and watching for pedestrians coming between the parked vehicles. What's the blue van doing? He seems to be indicating, thinking now about motorcycles coming round him, just positioning away from him a little bit, and there's a motorcycle coming. Is he going to overtake that little car? Checking the crossing and just scanning ahead. Crossing's clear and a clear road ahead. Just checking the mirrors here. Got a dedicated cycle lane on the left here, but there's some vehicles illegally parked on it. Positioning away from them, thinking about cyclists and the possibility of pedestrians walking between these parked vehicles. So those are the things that I spotted, but of course there may be more, because the perfect driver hasn't yet been born. The three key skills of concentration, observation and anticipation are the basis of all advanced driving. Putting them into practice means driving to a plan, and that means the system of car control. Using a simple right turn manoeuvre in slow motion as an example, we can see the 5 points of the system. At around this point, we're at the information stage, taking in and using what we can see and hear to plan for what we're going to do. Then giving information by signalling. Then we go to the position stage, taking the correct course and line. Here, we're concerned with the speed, applying the brakes before the next stage, which is engaging the correct gear. Finally, acceleration, once you're back in a straight line. Let me take you through that once again, this time from inside the car. Using the information phase of the system of car control, I'm identifying the junction where I want to turn right, checking the mirrors all round and giving a signal for the benefit of those who are coming up behind me. Taking up the position towards the centre of the road and coming up towards the junction now. Again, just checking the mirrors all round, adjusting the speed nicely, getting the gear for the speed and making the right turn. Not accelerating too firmly until I've cleared the hazard and got the car pointing in the direction I wanted to go and the wheel straight, and then as I do that, accelerating firmly and briskly. Yes, I know it all sounds a bit technical and a bit regimented, and of course you shouldn't drive around ticking your actions off a list. With practice, advanced driving and driving to the system of car control will become second nature to you. But make no mistake, planning is the key, because planning is the link between seeing something and doing something about it. You'll have to practice to become an advanced driver and to pass your advanced driving test. But once you've mastered the advanced driving skills, you'll be a safer driver, you'll be a more skillful driver, and probably more importantly, your driving will be less stressful and you'll enjoy it more.